It's Hey YouTube now. Hi YouTube. I am now officially sponsored by Gamer Supps, and for 24 hours after my stream went live, you can redeem code Fuwa to get yourself some free samples and free shipping on any orders that you place, including the free samples. So, if you would like to go try something for free that is yummy, pretty healthy, and you know, keto friendly, diabetic friendly, all that good stuff, please give it a try for me, because it really helps me out. The more people are interested, and eventually we can save all of the stuff towards making a Fuwa cup. That is all. I will video now. Yes, there's the plug. I'm a professional now. But are they okay? I hope they didn't break a hip or something. It works. Oh my god. What an ugly hat.
What are you waiting for, YouTube? Get your Gamer Supps today.
Yeah.
Tú no la tienes. Tú no la tienes.
Can I get some mashed potatoes, bro? Yes, sir.
What the?
Why are your mashed potatoes rubber?
Ahí, ¿cómo? Ahí está. Vamos a abrir esto, a ver si llega. Dale, para mí no llega, pero bueno. No,
Oh.
Like the video and subscribe for a year of good luck. Enjoy.
Puck. Mashed blue potatoes. Oh no.
Whoa!
This isn't gonna end well.
With the code FUWA you can get free shipping for today.
Yeah. What are they doing? Okay. Also, please don't mind having a piece of chocolate. Wait, is that a song? What the fuck? Paul! Paul! Hi there! You almost got it out, guy.
You had too much
No swimming. What?
God.
Que se le dan todo bien. Y yo, venga, venga.
Oh. Wow. What the fuck? Are they a package thief or is it just their house? Oh.
YOLO.
Oh, we go belly first.
You checked the whole house.
Oh. Maybe if they got in Gamer Supps, they wouldn't be in this mental situation. True. Oh, they're winking.
I own an apartment all the way up top of this
Good for
building.
you, buddy.
But that's in GTA though.
That's in GTA though. Yeah, I also own several large estates in The Sims. Oh shit! They should equip that permanently. It'll bring fear to their enemies. Oh damn!
1, 2, 3.
It's like a fountain.
Oh.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Oh god.
Look how fucking shit the slime is now. I'm actually like using all my strength.
Oh. Is that bread? Ouch.
Guys, come.
Filtered water. They're gonna lose that cake. They're dipping it too much. Yep. They just go for another piece. Oh no, they get a spoon. Oh. Think you got a bit of a leak, buddy. Wait, is he fishing?
Go.
Is he fishing in his living room?
Just go. Yeah.
Ah, not fits. The indoor pond. Sam.
Ni siquiera siento los dedos.
I got fucking noodle arms. Oh, they let the bird in.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Bye. You get your goddamn.
Netflix, talkies,
Netflix
and
talkies.
busty Asian
Docky.
This is my kind of night.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Why didn't he go talkies and then docky?
Maybe here.
Oh.
Maybe.
Bruh. Oh. Oh, damn!
So Jungs, können wir mal über diese geile Fernsehhalterung sprechen? Hm? Jana.
Oh, that's not how you mount a TV. Oh my god. Oh, not the backgrounds.
So I'm pumping gas, and we got this guy
Oh,
over
no.
here. Look at him. He's giving away ice cream. Look at that. Look at
Giving
this dude.
away?
Look what we got.
Like
Look
for
what we got.
free?
Look what we got. Fucking 2
That's
big ass things
Haagen-Dazs.
of fucking Rocky Road ice cream.
That's Haagen-Dazs. That's the expensive stuff. That's like $100 worth of... What?
Taco.
And then just feed my cats. We'll see if they come. Tama. Oh my god, Tama.
I wonder if we got an email today.
Oh.
Yeah!
Tama's answer is I just ate, but yes. Dude, I would like Haagen-Dazs is such expensive stuff.
Hey, cuidado.
Oh my god, is it a mouse? It's a little mouse! Oh, the fly is riding on it. That's a very sensitive touchscreen. Oh.
他又来了，6。
chicken sauce by dripping your stomach. Oh. Whoa!
Huh? Come on, if you're racist and you know it, clap your hands. What the fuck, bro?
Watch what I can do, Pop. Hey Siri, turn on my flashlight.
What the fuck, bro?
Okay. Watch this. Hey Siri, turn off my flashlight.
Okay, I turned flashlight off.
I didn't have to waste my breath.
Сейчас увидишь.
I regret telling me that, Samasu, because now I'm mad. I'm really
Mad.
And now it's time to...
Enjoy your identity. Z. Oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink.
Welcome now.
Time to snail. I think I'm old too.
Follow Fuwa. Do it now. Meow.
That's me sitting and chilling on stream in my little room. Jamming. Jamming all high. Good for them though, man.
Well, actually, can I get that cut in half?
Yeah,
Real quick. Sorry about that.
You're good. There you go. Enjoy.
Why? Oh.
Like. Boob's nice.
Boobs nice. Oh, they're the same. Feels bad for the person filming this that has to sleep next to both of them. Oh, what's that? Oh my god! I think the door is broken.
Hey.
Things are falling higher. Boop boop boop.
Nice, dude.
What the fuck is that in his nose? I don't hate them, but they aren't funny to me. I like them. But I like stupid stuff. I'm the kind of person that laughs about a joke like for a week after, even though it doesn't make any sense. They're just like, eh. Meow.
J'ai créé une appli
Oh
pour le
no! How'd he get that in his butt? Please don't waste a phone. Why? Cow on wolf.
The fuck is she going?
How the fuck did she get up there? Alright, what are they gonna pull out? Oh!
Boss, is that nice?
Oh.
Is that nice? Yeah?
Huh?
No knife, no fucking knife. It's nice.
What, is he in the fucking container? What the fuck? The fuck is the fucking music, the voiceover? Melissa saying beans, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, they're so smart. Anti-grav cat. Damn. Beans, what the fuck? Y-axis cat. Wow. This never lasts long enough.
Ah, yes, Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man. Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man. Florida man.
Mr. Florida.
Florida has
Florida
some
man
like
stories like Florida man undergoing
stuff
kidney
stuff.
dialysis is upset that he can't bring life-size cutout of President Trump for emotional support during his treatment.
What? Florida man undergoing kidney dialysis is upset that he can't bring his life-sized cutout of President Trump for emotional support.
Florida man threatens to kill man with kindness, uses machete named Kindness. Florida man accused of stealing gator from golf course threw it around to teach it a lesson. For every U.S. state, people have formed some stereotypes about the people who live there. For Oregon, people may unfairly assume it's full of Portlandia hipsters.
I
For
assume
Texas, people
Florida's
might
full
unfairly
of
assume folks are
dogs.
just one unkind word away from going full Yosemite Sam.
Now all of you skunks, clear out of here!
But whenever you hear the name Florida man, it conjures up a certain image of swamps, beer, and lawless shamelessness. And I'm not talking about Mar-a-Lago. But what if I told you that the overwhelming deluge of stories about Florida and their Florida antics isn't because Floridians are inherently weird and prone to getting caught doing ridiculous things. Really, the reason we hear so much about Florida has to do with something that should be the envy of all other states. Florida's radical commitment to open meetings and accessible public records. So let's discuss the phenomenon of Florida man, Florida woman, and Florida people, and how we owe Florida's open government laws for entertaining us with stories like SWAT team rescues Florida man from tree, Florida man blames Putin in attempt to avoid speeding ticket, and so many more tales of woe from the Sunshine State.
I'm not a state. I'm a monster.
But before we get into the why of Florida man, let's discuss the what of Florida man. What is Florida man? Well, for those of you who have spent the last decade living under a rock with no Wi-Fi, Florida man is a long-running internet joke about, to put it politely, the colorful residents of the Sunshine State.
Have you guys ever done a thing where you search your date of birth and Florida man to see like what Florida man is like your Florida man? For example, if I do June 27th, Florida man, the first one that comes up for me that's like my Florida man is naked Florida man stood in fire and chanted gibberish. Mushrooms did it, cops say.
Typically, the term refers to the seemingly disproportionate number of
Caught
Floridians.
with crack cocaine, Florida man tells cops wind blew it into his car.
News stories
That's a
go
good
viral
one.
for engaging in a variety of irrational, sordid, and outright bizarre behavior. Florida Man first became popularized as an internet meme in 2013 thanks to the efforts of the Florida Man Twitter account, who gained national attention when he began collecting news stories about Florida Man stories to illustrate real-life headlines about the
It's a
world's
good shit
worst
post.
superhero. Though the
I
account
love all the
stopped
Florida
tweeting
Man
in
stuff.
2019, you can also track the exploits of Florida Man
Florida
stories on
man
Reddit
shoved
and
steaks
Tumblr. Or you
worth
can
more
just
than
apply Florida Man
$500
to
down his
your Google
pants.
alerts.
Like
the
from
general
the
pattern of
store?
these stories involve headlines that are literally just Florida Man followed by the absolutely bonkers thing that they are reported to have done. What kinds of things, you ask? Well, I'm so happy you asked, because these peculiar tales fall into several categories of Floridian woe. You've got your booze-related antics like, beer is my coffee, says Florida man arrested for 9th
Who was
DUI.
trying to surprise a
Florida
friend's
man
birthday?
arrested on DUI charge after driving
Holy
scooter
shit,
into
Ziggy.
Walmart shelves, police say. Drunk Florida man tries to
Arrested,
use
he was a
taco as ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell. And then you've got your drug-related mishaps like
Florida man arrested for pelting girlfriend with McDonald's sweet and sour packets. Florida man arrested, accused of hitting mom on the head with a corn cob.
Florida man high on Flocka attacked officer, said he was God, had sex
with a
tree,
tree?
police say. Florida man calls
do
cops
you
to come
even
over
do
and
that?
test if his meth is authentic. Florida man says syringes found in his rectum aren't his. Then you've got bizarre injuries, often involving the misuse of firearms, explosives, or wildlife, like Florida man accidentally shoots himself.
Charged after Tala
notices
daughter
2 days
accidentally.
later.
Oh my
Florida man who
god.
blew arms off making fireworks with coffee grinder won't be charged. Florida man fleeing from cops attacked by alligator. Then you've got Florida crime stories like police. Florida men try to steal honey, get attacked by 30,000 bees. Florida man arrested for trying to get alligator drunk. Florida man posing as Disney worker charged with removal of R2-D2 at hotel. Florida man snatches 4 million pounds of citrus without paying. Then there are the Florida man stories that defy categorization. Florida man beats ATM, says it gave too much cash. Florida man stole truck, attempted to break into military base to warn of fight between aliens and dragons. Florida man claimed powers of invincibility helped him steal cigarettes. Police. And lest you think it's just all about the Florida man, we've also got our share of Florida woman stories that are no less bizarre. Like,
I wonder if I have
Florida
one of
woman
those.
dances during sobriety test, tells deputy, you
You
sound like my
belly coach. Wait, I want to see if I have a Florida woman one. June 27, Florida woman. I don't have one, but there is one that came up that's close. Florida woman who claimed to be Harry Potter killed judge in hit and run. What?
Florida woman arrested for posting fresh meth tonight on dating profile, cyberstalking. Florida woman bites camel's genitals to escape from animal after it sat on her. The camel did nothing wrong. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Devin, are you actually going to talk about some kind of pertinent legal issues here, or is this just some flimsy excuse to list as many Florida man and Florida woman stories as possible in one video?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I'm also going to talk about all the crazy stuff that happens in all of the other states as well. We'll get to the law in a second. But the thing is, weird news stories exist in every state, and they're not hard to find. Texas man texts weed offer to cop, gets arrested. Arizona man selling ranch for $5 million due to constant alien attacks. Pennsylvania man facing assault charges over Big Mac. Connecticut man yells at bear until it leaves his kitchen. Missouri man helps start riot against self, will almost assuredly be re-elected senator after 3 more years in office. And yet, there seems to be a disproportionate amount of weird stories coming out of Florida. But there's actually a very good reason we hear about Florida so much in these viral news stories, and it's something that Florida actually has done very well that is worthy of praise that should be modeled by other states. I'm talking about Florida's robust public records laws enshrined by statute and constitutional amendments. As reported by the Miami New Times, ironically, one of the things that may be contributing to Florida being shamed so often in the national media is something all Floridians should be proud of. Since 1909, Florida has had a proud tradition that all government business is public business and therefore should be available to the public. That means all records, including photos and videos produced by a public agency, are easily accessible with a few narrow and obvious exceptions. Public officials are also required to open all of their meetings, even unofficial ones, to the public. So here's a quick recap of Florida's century-long tradition of open records laws. Florida passed its first public records law in 1909 with the aptly named Public Records Law. As stated by the Florida Public Records Law, quote, "It is the policy of the state that all state, county, and municipal records are open for personal inspection and copying by any person. Providing access to public records is a duty of each agency." Under this law, all records made or received by any public agency in the course of official business are available for inspection unless subject to a specific exception or exclusion by the Florida legislature. And in the century that law has been enacted, the definition of what constitutes a public record has expanded beyond the traditional written documents. And you know what public records are also subject to disclosure? Arrest reports, 911 calls, and mugshots with private info like address and phone numbers redacted. As a result, we got access to Florida man stories like drunk Florida man kicked out of library, told cops
They don't
he
put
was
their names
Jason
either, they
Bourne.
just say
Florida man with
Florida man.
Florida tattoo on his forehead arrested for misuse of 911, marijuana possession. Florida man suspected of smelling woman's feet at library leads police on scooter chase. And in 1967, Florida expanded its open records laws even further with the passage of the government in the Sunshine Law. These provisions, commonly called the Sunshine Law, establish a basic right of access to most meetings of boards, commissions, and other governing bodies of state and local agencies and authorities. Subject to limited exemptions, the Sunshine Law dictates that no resolution, rule, or formal action taken by any governing body or board are legally binding unless their meetings comply with these requirements. Which leads to the publication of Florida man stories like Florida man offered to pay officer with hamburger for oral sex, police say. Florida man tells police he's allowed to carry meth, ask the FBI. Florida man claims he was driving car with 2 missing tires because of a curse. And public officials who knowingly violate these sunshine laws are subject to a first-degree misdemeanor charge punishable by a fine of up to $1,000 and a jail term not to exceed 1 year. Now, an unintentional violation is a non-criminal fine of up to $500, and a public official who intentionally violates the public records law is subject to a suspension or removal from office. And attorney's fees and court costs are available to plaintiffs that prevail in a civil suit for access. And since 1967, Floridians have repeatedly voted to enshrine open government principles into the state constitution. Voters adopted the Sunshine Amendment in 1976, which required the full role in public disclosure of the financial interests of all public officers,
Wall
candidates, and
attacks a
employees.
wall.
And in
Wait.
1990, a constitutional amendment applying open meetings laws to the state.
You're right. The reason my cat behind me is attacking the wall is because there can only be one. Kabe means wall in Japanese. That's why we named him that, because he was hiding in one. And now he's trying to take out all the other walls in my house. Please help.
Legislature was overwhelmingly passed by the voters. And in 1992, voters amended the state constitution one more time to guarantee the openness in state government and expand public records laws.
Wibbly wobbly, two of your tires are no longer attached properly.
Like Florida man accused of using Kool-Aid packets to steal nearly $1,000 in Walmart merchandise.
Wait.
Florida man arrested with pound of packets to steal nearly $1,000 in
Using Kool-Aid. How the fuck? I have so many questions. I have so many
Walmart
questions on that
merchandise.
one.
Florida man arrested with pound of
Come
cocaine,
on.
some kept on stack of bacon. Florida man sprays woman with roach spray, break out nunchucks over loud music. Now, and that's not to say that the laws are solely responsible for all of the crazy stories that come out of Florida. As highlighted by the New York Times in a report on the subject, some contributing factors to the Florida man phenomenon are the sheer size and diverse culture of the state. Florida is the third largest U.S. state, and with more people means more
it's the
crime
third largest.
stories. The Times noted that drugs and the weather are also culprits.
I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. Florida boy.
Oh no.
Real damn tropical.
The steaminess adds to the seaminess, and outdoor living makes for easy viewing and recording.
Not those
The most
two.
important factor in Florida Man's superhero origin story is the strength of Florida's public records laws. As reported by a local station in Tallahassee, under the Sunshine Act, the public and the media are given access to crime reports almost immediately after they happen, like
Oh, that's
the
really
daily
good.
booking report, which is posted almost as soon as a person is booked into jail. That information allows reporters to detail the narratives
It's
quickly.
fun to
Barbara
say
Peterson,
Florida
the president
man.
of Florida's First Amendment Foundation, notes that the easy access
True.
coupled with the sheer novelty makes these stories takes off. Quote, it's fun to say Florida man,
It
both
is,
the
it
fact
is
that
fun.
we do get access to that information early on, but also the branding. And while Florida reporters can get these arrest reports quickly, reporters in other states typically have to file a request for an arrest record, which police can routinely deny despite their jurisdiction's purported open records laws. Arrest reports like, Florida man with drugs around penis denies they were his. Florida man arrested after hitting dad with pizza because he was mad he helped birth him. Florida man
What?
arrested for handing out marijuana
You
because
telling
it was
me? You're telling me that you're one of the reasons I was born. That's it. I was gonna eat this pizza, but instead.
Christmas. In a 2019 editorial,
Who-
Pennsylvania
The
journalist
thing
Gil
is,
Smart
though,
explained
half
he wrote
the stories are like such minor occurrences, like they hit their mom with a cup of corn, or they slapped their dad with a pizza. It's like, who takes someone to court over that?
blocks
In
to
their
getting an arrest report
family.
in the Keystone State versus the Sunshine State. As
I
Smart
didn't ask to
explained,
be born
Pennsylvania
slaps with
open records
pizza.
laws allow police to withhold information if it's considered part
That's
of a criminal
crazy.
investigation. And police would frequently claim that we can't give you the arrest report because it's part of the investigation. And even if police did produce
America.
documents, there was no way to know
Well,
what
yeah,
volume of
it's
information was
assault.
being upheld. But when Smart
But it's
came
still
to
a
Florida, he was
pizza.
shocked by the ease with which journalists can get information.
I
Quote,
wouldn't
law enforcement
seem
provides
like
you
it.
with his info as a matter of course, without
You
complaining
know, you
or
slapped
throwing
their pizza?
roadblocks in your way or claiming it's
A
crucial
little bit,
info in
actually.
an investigation. Just how easy was it for Smart to get these documents in Florida? Well, a local police agency started
Well, and the
sending
pizza
Smart
can be hot, I
daily
guess,
arrest reports
but-
by email, something he didn't even sign up
Like-
for or request before receiving
But
them.
see,
Now,
it
of course,
wasn't.
the salaciousness and silliness of these tales of woe do lend themselves to a special kind of "I'm so glad it's not me" enjoyment. I mean, how else
That
is
was
one
a
supposed to
Chicago
react to
deep dish
Florida man
pizza.
arrested for calling 911 after his kitten was denied entry into a strip club? It's easy to chuckle at some of these more
Wait! They were underage, sir! You can't bring a kitten in here. They're not even a teenager yet. You can't bring a kitten into a strip club yet. You can only bring cats over
arrested for
18.
calling 911 after his kitten was denied entry into a strip club. It's easy to chuckle at some of these more frivolous sounding stories, but many of these headlines are deeply disturbing and violent, and critics of the Florida man phenomenon note that the punchline is often at the expense of Floridians with mental health issues and severe drug dependency. Mental health issues and drug dependency issues like, oh, well, maybe that's not in such great taste. And it's easy to forget that every Florida man or Florida woman story involves real people, and it's important not to overlook the seriousness of their alleged crimes.
I mean,
Even the
that's
creator
true.
of the Florida Man Twitter account has regrets about his role in popularizing the meme. For 36-year-old Freddie Campion, who was raised in the United Kingdom, Florida represented a kind of pure, undiluted Americana. Quote, "I never thought I was making fun of Florida because Florida is America. It's made up of people who moved here 5 years ago. Even when I think of Florida Man as a character, he moved to Florida after he faked his death in another state." By 2016, 36-year-old Freddie Campion, who was raised in the UK, feared he had lost control of the meme, noticing that, quote, 90% of the stories people were sending me were mean-spirited. In 2017, Campion briefly stopped posting, telling the Washington Post that the comedy felt stale and that he began questioning the ethics of what he was doing. Quote, "How much do I want to be a party to essentially making fun of people on their worst day of their lives, even if they have done something wrong? Like, who gave the internet the right to add to someone's punishment?" And now the Twitter account is retired, and Campion hopes that other people like himself are learning to be more responsible about what they share online, but he doesn't seem to be quite so optimistic. He said that, quote, "I'd still love to see Florida Man have a happy ending." And of course, it's worth noting that a lot of Florida Man stories come directly from arrest reports and other documents containing uncontested facts produced by the police. And of course, the police might have an axe to grind or a certain perspective to promote. And then news organizations that report what the police say without checking any other sources are complicit in this. And they, of course, get in the habit of simply parroting what the police tell them, which in the context of an uncontested case of Florida Man might not be the biggest deal, but it could become an issue when things are more contested in different contexts. So remember, next time you share a crazy Florida Man story, your state citizens are just as dumb and broken. Your laws are just less transparent.
See, the thing is, I am not American, so I can make fun of them.
When the original Sunshine Amendment passed, the only major exceptions were for bank account numbers, social security numbers, and medical records. But Florida's leadership is actively chipping away at the Sunshine laws. Ron DeSantis is the first Florida governor to claim an executive privilege to keep certain government records secret. The Florida Constitution does not mention executive privilege of any kind, but a Florida trial judge has sided with DeSantis in applying the new privilege to shield emails related to how the governor screens judges. DeSantis has already signed several bills limiting access to information about police and police methods. And in 2023, the Florida legislature has already introduced over 60 bills that would create exceptions to Florida's Public Records Acts. One of the new exceptions would prohibit the agency which provides security for DeSantis from disclosing any details about his travel arrangements, even for trips that are already covered. And another would allow courts to seal eviction proceedings upon request of landlords or tenants. And in 2022, DeSantis signed a law creating an exception for information about candidates for college and university presidencies. So Florida's exceptional sunshine law may be as endangered as, I don't know, some sort of animal that's endangered in Florida, the hawksbill sea turtle or something like that. Of course, the information that Florida has made public will live online forever, but unlike all of the Florida people, you can get your online personal data taken down with today's sponsor, Incogni. Now, I don't know about you, but I've seen a huge uptick in the amount of spam that I'm getting, and it's no surprise why. Every year, the number and scope of data breaches worldwide—
And the rest of it's just an ad. Talk.